Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at how much our three-door first generation Toyota RAV4s selling for in the current US market. All right, everyone. Today's video is part 2 of a video segment that we launched last week where we took a look at how much our first generation Toyota RAV4 selling for in the US market today. In that video, I gave you a quick summary of everything that my 95 first generation RAV4 came equipped with when I bought it. We also took a look at how much the 5-door editions of these vehicles are selling for near my area in the Sacramento, California area. If you haven't watched that video, I suggest you hit the pause button. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link right here so that you guys can go and get caught up on everything that we discussed there, so that everything that we talk about today makes a little more sense. But if you have watched that video, great, we're ready to move on. Today, we'll be looking at how much the 3-door editions, much like mine, are selling for in different areas of the United States. Be sure to stay tuned until the end because I will reveal how much this beautiful toy of mine cost me. So without further ado, let's get to it. This one is for sale in Florida. It's a 94 Toyota RAV4 for sale in Gulf Breeze, Florida for $9,500. That is quite the jump, about 3 times what the other ones that we saw for. It has 169,000 miles, but what this one has going on for itself is it's the manual transmission. The mileage is really not that high, it's not too bad. You can see it's got the VIN listed there. It is the stick shift and it's equipped with the real-time 4x4 with the center locking differential. They say it's got new tires. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like it had some sort of sticker, but that is definitely not the gas door. So who knows what that was. The special thing about this one is it has the removable top. It's the convertible option, which a lot of people go for with this. Those are definitely hard to find, especially with a good shape removable top, because with the age of the vehicle, a lot of those are already having problems. So people actually replace those with other aftermarket ones. But this one seems to be working. So let's just look inside. It just looks a little dirty, but the sunroof, it is you can see it has the one sunroof. You can see right here, it is the hand crank. So it's, I guess, the base model, even though it's got the sunroof and the convertible top, it is not an L model. And you can see right here, it's got a little, it almost looks like a happy face going on. Hey, pump me with gas, right? So yeah, this one is for sale in Florida, $9,500. You can see 169,000, basically 500 miles. Not too bad, but yes, it is quite a bit more expensive. You can see here center locking differential. Let's go ahead and look at another one that's sold in this website called Cars and Bids. A lot of people in the United States are familiarized with this. You have a convertible 98 Toyota RAV4 5-speed manual, 2-door. It was California owned all its life, and it sold, look at this, it sold for $14,500. That is insane, especially for a front-wheel drive vehicle. So it is the 5-speed automatic. It gives you your VIN here. It only had 80,000 miles, so they had very low mileage. But man, to me, that's, I mean, to each their own, right? It does look to be extremely clean. You can tell it's the base model, right? So the hand crank inside. Let's go to, so this is some of the exterior. You can tell it's very taken care of. And look at the interior. You can see it's the stick shift for sure. And you can see those window anchors is what I call them. They had the factory radio, factory CD player, but yes, indeed, it didn't even come with the ECT. So this one, somebody really got a lot of money for this baby right here, because it doesn't have anything special going on other than it's been extremely taken care of. But props to this person. Wow, they got $14,500 out of it. But I'd say that's more of an exception. However, I do want to show you here in my marketplace. Look at this one in Georgia. Before I show you those JDMs, this guy has his listed for $20,900. Okay, that is obscene. I'm sorry, there is no way you're selling this guy for that much money. I don't care what type of tires, offset wheels you're throwing in these things. That is just absurd. My opinion, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. It is beautiful. You can see it. You can see definitely has pride of ownership, right? But there's a reason why it's been listed for as long as it has. I think I saw this for sale initially around April or May of 2022, and it's still there. So yes, you might have low miles, 130,000, might be the manual transmission, but no way he's gonna get this much for this guy. Again, this is in Atlanta, Georgia. If it interests you, go ahead and reach out to him. But in my opinion, he's asking way too much. So just to give you an idea of what that guy looks like in the interior. All right, now let me show you some JDM 3-door that actually sold in Texas not too long ago. Someone else who imports these things. This guy had 26,000 miles and he sold for $11,500. It's a 96 Toyota RAV4. And he's got that beautiful green again, all-wheel drive. It was a manual, 5-speed manual. So let's open another picture here. You can see what it looked like at the front. It has that bull bar again that a lot of these JDMs came with from the factory. Those Bosch lights. And if we read a little description of the vehicle, it has the 2 removable sunroofs, 17-inch RAV4, so he definitely placed, I believe, second generation wheels on it, which make it look really cool. It has a CD changer, and this one actually, I think, something very special that had going on for it. You can see the double sunroof there. It came with a Toyota factory GPS, which I've never seen before. It would be right here. I know that I have a picture of it somewhere, but that factory GPS actually looked pretty amazing. So again, this one sold for $11,500, but extremely low miles, right, guys? So I hope that by now you're getting a little idea. There it is. Look at that. It came with this factory Japanese Toyota GPS. Man, if that is not awesome, I don't know what it is. Who knows? It would be, I'm guessing it's not usable here in the States, right? But still, pretty cool feature to have. I doubt anything else out there has that. 4-speed automatic, right? But still a real-time 4x4. So guys, if you want a 3-door, be prepared to pay anywhere, I would say, in different areas of the country, but anywhere between $8,000 and $15,000. It's what I've seen in my experience, what these guys are selling for. And a lot of people might say, oh my gosh, that's a 25, 27-year-old vehicle. Are you crazy? Well, those people really don't understand what makes this guy so special. Last thing I'm going to mention is that these 3-doors are extremely hard to find, guys. I had to spend days looking and trying to find, different ones to show you. Some of them are sold, some of them are for sale, but they're really far away from me, right? You would have to get on a plane, fly, and then buy it and then drive back to where you live. That's what I did in my case. I hopped on a plane all the way to Seattle, Washington, drove about 13 hours, 14 hours over 2 days because I took the scenic route down here. But a lot of people here in the US are willing to do that because these guys are just so rare, so beautiful, and so fun to drive. All right, guys, I hope that you found this information helpful. If you're in the market for one of these first-generation Toyota RAV4s, with the current market conditions and the economy in the United States the way it is, inflation is through the roof, the cost of everything has gone way up, especially the cost of gas. Here where I live in California, Northern California, we're paying about $6 a gallon for gas. That is absolutely insane. So with that, more and more people are turning to older vehicles that can get them from point A to point B without having to dump a lot of money into them. The cost of new cars is definitely terrible. So they want something reliable, something that it won't give him much issues, and something that's relatively gas friendly. And I believe that this first generation Toyota RAV4 checked all those boxes. Alright guys, so if you are in the market for a first generation Toyota RAV4, I hope that this information helps you with making plans and creating a budget, getting yourself an idea of how much one of these will cost you, whether it be the 5-door edition or the 3-door edition. Keep in mind that there's a lot of factors that come into play when determining the value of a vehicle. The location is a big one, the amount of miles that it's on it, the condition overall of the vehicle, the body, mechanically, does he have rust, things like that. What does it come equipped with? Does he have just about everything like mine does, or is it a very basic model? So keep all those things in mind so you can get yourself an idea of how much you'll probably end up paying for one of these. All right everyone, so now how much did I pay for my 95 RAV4? Well, this guy cost me $9,000 US. I know that to some of you that might seem outrageous, way overpriced, but guys, hear me out. This is why I wanted to leave this portion of the video until the very end. That's why I wanted to show you first everything that it came equipped with and how much comparable RAV4s are selling for in the US today. I did a lot of research before I sought out this guy and before I ended up buying it. It took me months to truly try to determine an average value of how much these are actually selling for in the US. And considering that this guy had everything that I was looking for and then some, I had absolutely zero problem paying what I paid. Now, I didn't get the steal of the year, but I certainly don't think that I overpaid. I think I paid a very fair price for it, and I haven't lost any sleep over it. If I had to do it over again, I certainly would. Remember guys, at the end of the day, what determines the true value of a vehicle is how much someone is willing to pay for it. And I had absolutely no problem paying the $9,000 I paid for this guy. So if you're in the market for one of these, if you found that one that you absolutely fell in love with and you must have, be wise, of course, make sure that you check it. You know, you want to have it inspected by a mechanic and whatnot. But if everything checks out, do not be dissuaded if others tell you that, oh, that might be too expensive, it's definitely not worth that. If it's worth that to you, go ahead and do it. You only live once, right? So again, hopefully you find this information helpful. Now you know how much I paid for it, and I'm extremely happy with the way that it worked out. Thanks again for watching guys, and we'll see you on the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. We would appreciate your support. Until then guys, thank you very much.